Hello everyone, today with the board we're gonna talk about the fullbacks. This is such an important position and we're gonna focus on the defensive part of their game. So stay tuned. Mistake number one. Fullbacks being dragging out wide, marking those players there. That one give space for those guys to penetrate into the empty areas you live. And what the center backs have to do is also come and cover your position, or also come here and cover your position. And again, the middle channel is completely free and very easy to penetrate. So that's mistake number one when the team is in the middle. And this one is a very easy one to solve, of course. All right, so the very simple way to fix this is by only being tight in the middle, being compact at the back. Yes, that's it. And leave the players out there. Then the middle channel is protected. The team is ready to defend. This situation is a little bit different when the team is on one side, when the ball is on one side of the pitch and everyone shuffles, that's fine. And then the fullback is too much worried about the wide player. And it doesn't matter if the wide player is here or if he's here. If you go and mark here, what you're doing is opening spaces again. Where? Yes, in the middle. And it's exactly in the middle is where we don't want people, where we don't want to leave the space free. So my recommendation and the way to fix that mistake is, of course, you're going to be aware that he's there. You gotta know that he or she's there, but you're not gonna go and mark. You're just gonna sit in relation with the ball. You're gonna cover the middle channel, because as soon as this ball is played and is tending to go this side, what you're doing is simply you're gonna go and mark. You're gonna be able to run very quick and get it there and get into a defensive position with no problem. But a different thing happens when you're open wide here. Because then what you're doing is leaving open spaces to play the ball here, quick ball there, and by the time you get here, it's going to be too late. Alright, so that's mistake number one. Mistake number two. Let's go back to the same position here, where we were before, on the left side of the pitch. And let's say you already understood that you don't want to engage in a 1v1 here too early, so you want to be in the middle, okay? Then let's say you fix it. And now let's say this guy is not even here, but he's very close to the wide area. He's very close to the outline, okay? And the ball is going to play it. They're going to try to switch the ball, and that team is very good at doing that, switching the ball side to side very quickly. All right, let's say they're doing that, and he received the ball wide here, okay? So he got the ball there. Of course, the team is going to shuffle. The intention here for the fullback is tending to go, normally to go. But let's say that's the striker. Yep, number 9. Okay, by the time you're running, if you're not getting in the 1v1 there, when he's taking his touch, so if you're not set, engaged in the 1v1 by the time the ball gets here, if he gets the ball first and then you're running towards him, you're gone. Mistake number 2 is push and get dragged out too much on the wide areas when this guy is already in possession. Why? Because when you go here and you're still running, what you're doing is leaving a space at the back here. That you can see this a lot in the Premier League, where they play the ball through, you get it here. By the time the center back gets here, this is a very dangerous position. And it's a more dangerous position than this one. This one is not that dangerous as this one is. Okay? So let's go back to where we were. And let's say, what if he's in possession there, he got the ball, he got some support, he got this striker here to play the ball with, red team. But what if this player waits? Yes, of course you push. But everyone is going to do the same. You push a little bit and then you wait. So when the 6 come to help you, and let's say you give space for also number 7 to come and support, but let's say he's too lazy or she's too lazy and he's not going to come back, and you're in that situation, this player got a couple of options. but not as easy as before. Now he gotta decide, rather he comes towards you and engage in the 1v1, and if he comes in the middle, he gonna find a 3v2 situation, or even a 3v1 for them, but if they play back. If they play here, then it becomes different. You set a wall. Your team is completely set in the middle. Now, what other option he got if you don't go? Of course, play it back. And if they play the ball back, that's a sign for your whole team to go and press up. And that will be an option for you to recover the ball, for your team to recover the ball, and then get out of the pressure, which is the main objective when we're defending. Get out of the pressure. So mistake number 2, simple. If the player is already in control on the wide areas, don't engage. Wait for him or for her to come to you. Number three. Okay, for the mistake number 3 is related with mistake number 2. Sometimes, and that's why football players gotta be very smart too, not only running but thinking. Let's say they switch the ball very quickly to this side, and as we said, you're gonna wait. This is in the transition from one side to the other one. Yeah, they switching the ball, you also gotta shuffle to this side. But let's say your team is very good at shuffling, they move very quick, and your center back is already set by the time he received the ball. So in this situation, and this is a very common one too, the number 2 is too close to the number 3. Let's say the center back is already there, the team is already pushing, but then because I told you, wait for the player to come towards you, you're not coming, you're waiting there, it's alright, but then your center back is doing nothing, he's doing the same job than you. He's already in that situation, so there is no point for you to stay in there. So in that situation, you also push. You're not gonna dive in, which is very different, but yes, you're gonna engage in the 1v1. What I said before in number 2 is that the striker was there, and by the time you go, they can play a ball through, and he's gonna get the ball there. Very different situation here, because even if he plays the ball or she plays the ball into the space, your center back is already in a situation, in a position on the left side that he or she can get very easy there. So it's very different situation than number 2, and the difference comes from the center backs and the whole team coming quicker to that side. So everyone shuffling quicker. Okay, this mistake is a combination in between you as a fullback not being aware of what's happening behind you, if it's coming or not, but also the center back because he or she didn't tell you to push. So here there is a big word, start with C, you completed, of course, communication. And the communication we're talking about is communication where you actually give orders to the other player and you tell him or tell her what to do. Fullbacks in this situation don't have much to say, but yes, a lot to see. So if you will have checked, you will have known he's there, then you can push. But this player, the center back, is responsible of pushing you if he feels he's completely set and the team is completely set. That will give you the option to engage in a 1v1. And what's happened in that situation, the silly mistake is sending it here with fine defending. It's away, the ball is away from the middle channel, so we're happy with that. But normally what's happening is they play the ball back. And when they play the ball back, that's exactly what we want, because it gives us the opportunity to push high. Alright? And that's what we want. Get out of the pressure. So that mistake number 3 is very common also, and is related with the understanding of mistake number 2. 4. Number 4 and the last one for today. 4. Let's say the ball were here, okay, and then they gotta try to do the same. They're going from one side to the other one very quickly. 6 was in the middle, and this guy felt that he needs to go and mark white over there. So he goes. And then by the time you get here, so the fullbacks get there, and the number 8, of course, gotta shuffle also and get to this position. When that happens, yes, it's gonna be very hard for the red team to penetrate this area, which is completely covered by the blue team. But what gives a very important option for them is the option to restart the game and come back to where they were. Not even to where they were, but to find this player in the middle here. Why? Because U6 and 8 are two-way out, dragging out to the white areas. So they're gonna find players in the middle. And if they find players in the middle, that's where the goal is. That's a dangerous area. So very easy. What happening now? Not even that. If they don't play the ball straight there in the middle, but they switch it again side to side and the ball gets there. Have a look to the distance this guy gotta come to cover your pass. And have a look to the number 6 all the way there to get there. When you're going from one side to the other one, the ball is quicker than you as a player, and that's where they find options and spaces in between. So that's a very common mistake also. 6 getting dragging out. And what involved? Yes, because the communication. You can see that he doesn't have to go. And what you need to do is tell him or tell her that don't go. And that comes again to communication. So how to fix it? Simple. And this is part of all the mistakes we've been talking about. When the ball comes one side to the other one, and even if he's there closer and the balls get here, he only is going to make the run not like that, but covering the middle. By the time you get into a good position. So the movement will be here. He's going to cover the middle. You're going to wait for the player. Everyone else is going to shuffle to the other side. And guess what? Yes, we are completely set. This guy might come and engage. What he's going to find is a wall that he won't or she won't be able to penetrate. Yes, guys, that was all for today. Thank you very much. Hope you understand what I said. Hope you get it. And of course, people is going to say, Sergio, what are you talking about? And I definitely understand that. But just put it in practice and let me know how you go. Coaches, also parents that watch this video, if you don't agree or if you agree with me, let me know. Put it in the comments. Follow us on YouTube, Game Day Soccer Academy, as well as Facebook and the Instagram page. If you like to see more content like this, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help players around. See you later.